Hey, what's up, YouTube? Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I wanted to discuss this new passport bros phenomenon, and it's becoming more and more of a thing as days go by. And men, specifically brothers in the US, they're looking to go elsewhere to look for wives because they can't find anything decent in America. You know, some of the main reasons is because it's difficult to find women who are just polite, cooperative, submissive, inspirational. We're having to deal with women who are masculine, uncooperative, disruptive, argumentative, confrontational, and men are just not accepting that anymore. And they're going to other countries, staying in other countries. They're not bringing their girlfriends back, they're not bringing their wives back. They're going to these countries and they're staying there. Okay, this new, passport bros and expat bros phenomenon, a lot of countries are even welcoming it. They're seeing the economic positivities from it because you have folks that are bringing very unique skills to their countries, and they could get into great fields of work and they could do a lot for the local economy and the larger economy as a whole. But that's another conversation. I wanted to really go in depth as to why brothers are choosing to leave the US and go to another country. Now, we live in a day and age where a woman's opinion is more important than keeping a man because she wants to feel a certain way. Because for her, in her mind, she has an idea of a relationship and what it should look like, and she's looking for a man to come into her life and conform to her ideas of a relationship. But these ideas are rooted in unhinged feelings and emotions, and much of it just don't make sense. That's why we see a lot of women talking about, oh, there has to be equality in a relationship. I want something for my time, and all of this other stuff. And it's like, well, no matter how it's sliced, a man is always going to have to contribute more to any relationship with a woman. Any. So he's going to have to be the breadwinner. He's going to have to be the provider, protector male. He has to be the fixer, the repairer. And then he has to do all of that, including relinquish 80 to 90% of his salary to the household, but then he has to dive out into the harsh and unsettling elements of the world. And that consists of taking on the hard jobs that women just don't take on. That's why men, in large parts, they go into STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. Women, overwhelmingly, they go into humanities related fields because when given the opportunity, when given a choice, again, women are perfectly free and clear to do as they please, but they go into humanities related fields, criminal justice, psychology, art, communications. So this is what we're seeing. But then these same women turn around and still complain that they're not getting enough. And, this whole new wave feminist society we live in, and it's a first world issue because if you go to other countries you don't find that. You find women who were raised to be wives, who understands the importance of having a man. Women opt for these fields, but then they complain that they're not getting equal, and I just don't understand that concept because men are doing the harsh and dirty jobs. That's what it is. Again, women outnumber men in the US by millions. By millions. However, men have to control the infrastructure because without men, women won't be able to survive. Women need men to survive. But in this society we're in, women are told that they don't need a man to survive. Women do things with the premise of not needing a man. Women have to remind men how much they don't need us. So, for example, you would meet a woman, she would say she likes you and everything, but then she would make clear that she does not need you. And it's so common to hear that in Western culture. It's just something that you don't find when you go to other countries. If you go to another country that's not really a first world with a first world culture, you would find women who are more family oriented. They understand that in a relationship and in a marriage, there are roles, and they understand that men and women complement each other. There are things that men do, and there are things that women do, okay? It's never expected that a woman is going to put her life on the line for a man. It's never expected. However, it's always expected that a man has to put his life on the line for a woman and without question or delay. So that right there, that's not equality. It's just not. So that and a number of other things contribute to the confusion that's happening in Western culture. You know, I said this in many of my other videos. And it's just, what are men supposed to do? We're not build ourselves to this high of status and then have low quality, low tier women to choose from. Okay? Now, to be clear, men love women, right? Men don't hate women. But when men talk about the type of woman that they want, they're shamed. They're called misogynistic. They're called everything under the sun. Woman basher. They hate women, all this other stuff. It's like, no. Men are simple. Men just want a woman that's sweet, simple, cooperative. That's not going to give them a hard time. That's not masculine. That's just a nice person. That's just gonna, someone that he could come home to every day after fighting the complexities of the world, and he can relax. He can watch a movie with her. He can do things with her without her constantly reminding him how much she don't need him and all of this other stuff. But what we're seeing in Western culture is we're seeing an influx of single women who are going to be single for the rest of their lives. So once age 35 hit, after that, it's all downhill for a lot of women. Black women in particular, because 1 in 4 black women would ever marry anyone in their lives. When they gain in age, they don't gain in sexual marketplace value. Their sexual marketplace value decreases. So it's kind of like they're at a point where they don't know what to do. So they're only left with overinflating and overvaluing their sexual marketplace value. But then they wonder why they can't get the type of man they say they want. Because these type of men, when they're on the dating market and they're looking for women, they're not looking for women like this. Women 35 and up, these type of men that a lot of women say they want, they make themselves invisible. These type of men make themselves invisible to these type of women, specifically women over 35. And more so if they have children, and if they have a lot of other baggage, if they're overweight. Men can't say things like that because if we do, we're called everything under the sun. So I say all of that to say this whole passport bros phenomenon, it's becoming more of a thing and more of a reality. And a lot of men are just getting their passports and they're leaving the country. An entirely different genre of women. Sweet, polite, they smile. Just the most simple things. They're courteous. They're content. They were brought up with love. We're not seeing that with Western women. But I would like to hear what you all think about this. I just thought I'd share this. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let me know what y'all think. Have you been out of the country? And if so, what were your experiences like? A lot of men who were prior military that traveled overseas, that deployed or whatever, they have a firsthand account to the stark differences of women in America and North America as opposed to other countries. You go to other countries, the women are just a lot different. But again, I would like to hear what you all have to say. Leave your comments down below. And remember, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Help me out, all right? We almost at 1,000 subscribers. It's just 1,000. It ain't much. But we almost there. And once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away 4 gift cards. All right. So be sure to keep up for that. All right. Until the next time. Peace.